Hello everybody. Welcome back to some Europa Universalis 5. You may have noticed that we're a good 20 years in the future from where the last video cut off, and that's the reason for that is I recorded about an hour and a half of this session, and I didn't have the screen capture on. It was set to another game, and I didn't even check my OBS settings, so basically that's just... embarrassingly, it's just an hour and a half of a blank screen with nothing, basically, from my side. So I'm gonna get into the gist of what happened in these 20 years. So, I discovered how to take over other countries, how to create casus bellis to fight them. And believe me, we built... Oh, another thing, we built ourselves a... Where is it? I need to find the name of... We built ourselves a city guard, which allows us to attain some manpower, which is great, as you can all imagine. And what you do is you wait for the parliament to go into session. As you all know, we generally just voted for whatever the highest rated event was, and then just went through with it. Well, apparently, while you're voting for something... in Parliament, you can fabricate a casus belli on whoever you want, and that will allow you to declare war on them. Now, I did that, and then I realized that because I'm a subject of the Hansa, if you remember in the last episode, we accidentally joined the Hansa because I thought it was like an economic league. I didn't know that they would be our overlords. So it turns out, even if I did, I destroyed my reputation with them as well, which was the funniest part of all of this. We were like at 150 reputation. We're now at 50. Well, it has improved a little bit for some reason. And then the Hanseatic League had the balls to declare several wars and use me as the fighting force. And that was just... Well, that was ridiculous, but I still went through with it. And then I realized that the only way to get rid of the Hanseatic League being our overlord is to declare independence. So I built myself a spy network in the Hanseatic League. I fabricated a casus belli for independence. It all went well. And then what happened was... Brandenburg is allied to the Hanseatic League, so Brandenburg just sent 1,400 men and absolutely steamrolled me. And I only have like 700 men. So that didn't work out. So the position we're in right now is to try and get strong enough to overthrow our overlords and hopefully get rid of... Well, we either have to neuter Brandenburg somehow, so that's why I'm building a spy network in Brandenburg. Or I'm going to have to build up enough money to be able to... we lost a bunch of stability because my War of Independence went horribly, and I lost, and I had to give them all sorts of money, and then I lost all my prestige. It was embarrassing. It was bad. In a way, I'm actually happy that the recording didn't make it, because it was just... It was really bad. But we're going to restructure. I mean, the ideal thing to do right now, and I've learned a lot about the game, so starting over would be great, and I would make much better decisions, and I would actually be able to play a lot better. But no, we are going to rot in our misery. We have built this bed, and the only way to learn is to suffer miserably and try and get out of these situations. So we are going to try and get out of this. It's a part of the story, right? Ulm accidentally, one of their idiot chancellors or burgermeisters joined the Hanseatic League without understanding what he was signing because he was an idiot. Oh, by the way, our current leader, who we are, Gregor, he's mentally ill. We had to go through a couple of events like that, which was very embarrassing. Also, what is this? The Kingdom of Hungary. Kingdom of Hungary gains opinion. I don't care. I'm not joining anything until I know what they are from now on. So yeah, the aim of the game right now is to get strong enough to overthrow our overlords or destroy Brandenburg or both. I don't know yet. Also, we embrace the Renaissance, so we're going to have a bunch of new things to research when my current queue is done. I've started queuing everything. So I actually don't know what the Renaissance does. We took a look at it last time, but can't invest in culture, number of artists, a theater, art school, stone output. None of this wins me any wars. So while all of this stuff is great, Casus creation speed is pretty great though. We are going to ensure that we go all in on military. I'm going to defeat them. We're going to declare independence and then slowly expand. And if we fail, we just start again. It's fine. We take what we've learned and we move on. But yeah, like I said, I'm not backing down. Now, another thing I'm going to do is to, instead of editing this later, I'm just going to pause the recording when nothing's happening, such as now, and then come back when something significant happens or if I'm making a big decision. And yeah, that's the intro to everything that's happened. And I'm not going to pause it immediately. Let's at least get back up to stability. Let's have a little chat. Let's get reacquainted with our country. For you guys, it's a 20-year time jump, so you need to get acquainted with everything. Also, you know, we've just expanded our industries. Somebody's built a bridge. I don't even know who built a bridge. Probably someone sponsored a bridge. In any case, we appreciate it. Thank you for the free bridge. We're gaining control in Heidenheim. We built them a marketplace. That is true. We built them a small market village, which will make things fine for them in the future. I guess we could build them a... we could build them a forest village. And it'll give us more soldiers, I guess. So let's do that. We've got a lot of money. Some local members of the patricians have upset and mistreated their subjects. Oh yeah, it's this event again. So, patricians gain... Let's see. Yeah, fine, we'll just do this. Patricians are unhappy. When are they happy anyway? So yeah, that's what we're working on. We're going to build a bunch of buildings. I guess we'll expand our economy depending on what we decide to go for. Tools Guild. Expanding our Tools Guild gives us a lot of money apparently, so we'll do just that. And I will be building muskets pretty soon and incorporate musketmen into my army. And yeah, I'll come back when something important happens. Right now, we're just waiting. So the date is the 1st of April, 1387. Let's see when we come back. See you guys in a bit. So, it's been quite a few years, and in the meantime, we keep building more and more buildings. We're making a lot more money. We're basically getting richer and richer by the day. I'm improving opinion with Bohemia. I'm going to try and see if I can get something going there, if I can... Brandenburg needs to enter war eventually. It will eventually fight somebody, and when it does, we will pounce. In the meantime, though, we're advancing in tech, we're trying our best, and this is what I was talking about, by the way. So, what you do is you select like market expansion acts. This already has 57% vote, right? What you can do now is break alliance. So yeah, if I want, I can fabricate a casus belli. I would click on this and then click on whatever I want, and then it would lower the chance of this policy to pass by 50%. So this would only go up to 7.88. But then you could just click on these, go for these. Some of them are just parliament agendas. Some of them can be privileges that you grant that may be really tough to repeal a lot later. And, you know, they might want you to break a line. So you can basically do stuff here. And then there's also the regular events that happen. But at the end of the day, if your main vote doesn't pass, you lose 7 stability, which, you know, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world either. But the casus belli goes in immediately. So that's how you do that. There's no point in doing any of that right now. So I wonder... You can also change your laws, of course. But, Yeah, I don't think we want anything to change here either, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. So you can, this is how you manipulate the parliament to do what you want. In this case, we're just gonna let it slide. We're just going to get more and more powerful. Oh, also, there is a, you can sow disloyalty between you and your overlord, and that's what we're doing. We're trying to become a disloyal member, and then hopefully things can break down that way. I'm not sure, but there's always hope. So yeah, that's the current situation of events. I'll come back when something else happens. So the Hansa has dragged us into a war with our neighbor, and we can't refuse. We have to do their bidding. We're just going to, I'm not sure if I want to actually move my units. It kind of fits us better if we don't do anything and they have to deal with it. But unfortunately, that would mean that I would end up taking damage, because this guy isn't sending any armies. We have to do his horrible little bidding. Which is very, very, very annoying. Anyway, we're getting more and more text passed through. I don't want to fight at all. I'm just gonna keep my army up and waiting, and I'm gonna wait for you to lose this battle. Oh, there we go. We've been attacked and we've beat them. So suddenly, so now we have to. Oh, this is so annoying. Levy's lost to attrition. I guess we're gonna have to do this. Finishing the war early helps us the most. But this is definitely bullshit. We've got 480 men coming to destroy us. Oh. I really messed up by joining this really, really annoying situationship. Just join the main army. Alright. What's going on here? Troublesome Stadrat? Didn't we already pass? Centralization, sure. Salzburg wants an alliance. I'm okay with that. I'm not going to move my army out and risk losing more men. Oh, they've finally decided to join in with 11 men. Good job, Hansa. Good job. I really appreciate you dropping by. It's always wonderful. Merge these two units. So we got 412 units here. And we got 419 units here. Like, well, what are you doing? We've already taken it over, buddy. You really want me to walk all the way over there and fight your wars for you? I'm not going to do it. We're not going to do it. We're just going to sit back and chill. I do not care. Bazas is my pope. We've been trying to be best buddies with our dear French friends. Okay, I think it's over. See, we don't even get anything. It's just... it's really annoying. I lost a bunch of... I lost some of my population. That's all that happened. All for nothing. So yeah, we really need to get this situationship over with. If I hadn't joined them, we would have already added these two by now. Possibly them. We would have been thriving. Absolutely thriving. But instead now we're just somebody's attack dog and little bitch, which I really don't appreciate. I will take the free prestige though, thank you. Alright, see you guys when something else happens. Alright, good news everyone. Turns out the Hanseatic League and Brandenburg's alliance has fallen through. I don't see any alliance. They're only allied to Mecklenburg, which still sucks, to be fair. Like, it's not good. I've got about 3 times my population, so their army's also probably pretty good. I got 3,000 people. I'm still going to try and go for this, and I don't know. I'm still trying to get tight with Bohemia, but this is tough. This is a lot tougher than I planned for. You know what else I could do? Maybe I should be friends with Holland, which will be our playthrough one of these days, I'm hoping. Holland, go to country. They've also got 3,000 people, so I could technically become friends with them. Although 43 seems to be very difficult. I wonder if I can rival... If I were to rival... Oh, they just see Utrecht as rival. Oh, they're... And Hansa doesn't like them. So I guess one thing we could do is just declare Hansa as our rival. I'm not sure if we can do that to our overlord. We're going to find a way, alright? We're gonna find a way and we're gonna do this. Somehow. I don't know how, I don't know when, but we're going to try our best. Anyway, see you again when something happens. Alright, so the latest situation is that we're fabricating an independence casus belli. It is very slow though. And we've got a nice little spy network going on. I've isolated them from their allies, so they don't have allies. But I may have done that a little too early, unfortunately. So we'll see how it works. I'm not even sure where I would have to send my armies to take them down. But we've also insulted them. I really want to break free from these terrible overlords who won't let me gain power on my own accord. So yeah, we're just waiting for these to fill up. I really hope it works out. Oh, if I can just gain my independence. The things we're gonna do. Alright, I'll be back when we can do anything, because this is gonna take a while. I just started building a hospital in Ulm, and my burghers decide to build their own dye maker, which works. It's going to give us a lot of money. We are currently earning 4 ducats a month, which is incredible. We were barely making 50 cents at the beginning of this. I have learned so much, so when we start a brand new game, we're going to know exactly what to do. Embrace the reputation. I'll execute someone for it, I don't care. We've got stability to... Ansbach created a mutual truce. Yeah, I don't care. You're not going to come for my help anyway. I already know you guys are going to be useless, so I don't care. But yeah, we're building a hospital, we're building a dye maker, which will give us even more riches. And we're still trying to sow disloyalty, but no matter what I try to do, I'm not disloyal enough. Our independence is carrying on. Let's see if they've got any new allies. They have. Dithmark isn't a big force. I think we can handle them quite easily. Well, let's get our Strahd going. Market regulations gives us trade efficiency, which honestly is pretty good. Let's get market regulations going. And this is going to pass anyway. So yeah, hopefully when my independence is done, We'll see if we can destroy these horrible, horrible overlords that have been stifling our success. I'll see you in a bit. Alright, we're almost done with our independence. We're building a gunsmith, although that's more for profit. We'll see how that works out. So, all we have to do is go all the way up to Lübeck. And that's going to be quite the march, I will say. It's going to be... I'm not even sure if this is going to work, but... we'll see if it does. Bear in mind, we're not in too much of a rush. Okay, we've got our Casus Belli. So I can... what does so discontent mean? Oh, there's stability and... okay. So... I can get them to break off... I can isolate them from their allies and be like, no. So they've got no allies right now, okay? Now all I need to do is wait for my diplomat to come back, and then we will declare... oh no, we can't declare war. God damn it. Okay, I should have timed that a bit better. It's fine. Hang on. Increase our diplomatic spending. It's fine. We're making a lot of money. Go hard on diplomatic spending. Not gonna make it. It's gonna be 49, 47, 97, sorry. That's very frustrating. Alright, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Before they get themselves some more friends. While building a spy network, reducing the size to 75, that's fine. Okay, wait. This is good, this is good, this is perfect. This is exactly what we want. Now... where are you, you little fuck? I'm excited. I'm actually pumped right now. You guys have no idea how pumped I am. And they've got no allies, and we are going to declare our war on them. Independence. Perfect. You disgusting little tricksters. Even though it's my fault for not researching, still. You sneaky little trickster. Let's get our men up. I don't know if our supply trains are going to actually be enough. Alright, 770. That's really good. You're our general. Philibert. Philibert. And where are we going? See, where am I even... who am I fighting, even? Who am I even fighting? How does this even work? I mean, it says Lübeck, which is here, but it won't let me take my armies there? Why won't you... let's just go. Alright, maybe we'll see something on our way there. But it's very frustrating that we don't even know who we're supposed to be attacking here. We're going to take a lot of attrition damage. And that's just the unfortunate reality of our situation. By the way, Germany's... right, sowing disloyalty is finished, apparently. Let's see, increase province control, sure. I did lose some control from an event just before I unpaused. Alright, here we go, here we go. On our very, very long journey. I am going to trash your little offices. Your goddamn shops. The hell do you think you are? We are enthusiastic. You don't even have any stability, buddy. Alright? You are going to have to grant me my wish. We're almost there. We're almost there. Yes, I could speed it up, but where's the drama in that? Let's watch as our men go through. Everyone's cheering us on. I can already hear everyone be like, yeah, you know what? Fuck those guys. Yeah. And then I can't do anything. What? How am I supposed to... How does this work? Please tell me. Open your doors. Kingdom of Noble Burgers. Like, what's even going on here? Oh my god. Denmark's turned into a Kingdom of Noble Burgers. Like, who am I even fighting? Man? What are we doing? What is this? Hanseatic League, like, you guys don't have anything. Alright, you guys don't have any allies. I don't know where I'm supposed to be attacking. How am I supposed to declare my independence? They won't let me in. Maybe if I ask for, hey guys, can I get access, please? Purchase military access. Request military access. I'll pay you. That's what I have to do, right? Because I don't even see it on the map. Like, there's no, normally the countries you're fighting is, you see a red border around them. There's no red border here. Alright, let's just get our stability up. Our army is feeding here. Thank you, Ratsburg, for feeding my army. I appreciate it. Alright, let's get our diplomacy up, please. Come on, before they... Alright. Alright, Lubeck. Is this what I even have to do? Hanseatic League. Excuse me, can you give me access to your offices? Again, is that what I'm supposed to do? I swear to God, if I do this and it doesn't work out... You know what, I'm going to pause it real quick, and I'm actually going to search for this. We have to figure this out, otherwise, what are we doing? Like, Hansa, if they don't even have a base that you can occupy, then it's the most broken country that you can... Well, not country, but... They're the most broken faction you can control. It's insane. I'll be right back. So, there's no help whatsoever. Nothing on the wiki. Nothing on the Discord. We're just gonna have to wing it. Let's see if this even works out. But if I get access from the Kingdom of Noble Burgers, will I be able to access the Hansa offices? Like, how is this supposed to work? It's really, really confusing. There are small details like this that seems very... Like, once you get over a certain amount of polish in the game, you run into these minor pitfalls, I'm going to call them. It's just not clear. So anyway, we're going to try. I mean, it is just It is just money, so I'll pay the money. Purchase military access. Alright, we've gained our access. Now, if I go in here, will I be occupying them? It seems like I'm not. So how do I... How am I supposed to occupy Hansa? Like, what do we do? How am I supposed to do this? It's ridiculous. This is a big problem. Yeah, like we're here. So? Hanseatic League, I can't do anything with you. Like, we're at war. It's not like... There's nothing I can do either. Apart from suing for peace at 3%, they're not going to accept it. So do I have to just wait here slowly as it ticks up? What if they get an ally into the game? And then I'll have to deal with the ally. It's stuff like this that's very annoying, I think. Like, there should be a special... If the Hanseatic League is a certain way, then we should be able to... It should be clearer on what we're trying to do here. It is a little frustrating. I am quite frustrated at the moment. Like, what do we do? How am I supposed to... If I sue for peace, they're not going to accept. And there's nothing I can fight them with. How am I supposed to fight them? Do I just go back and sit and wait until this ticks all the way up? I just wait several months? It's very annoying. I'm gonna do a little more researching, see if I find anything, but if I can't, then, yeah, we'll just wait for this to tick over. But this is bad. This is actually really bad. Alright, I'll see you guys in a bit. Alright, well, I've been searching. I've started a thread. I've asked even more people on the Discord. I've even started a Discord thread on the EU5 feedback thing, but we're not going to get... It's not going to happen. We're just going to have to wait for this to tick up. Well, this is bad. Okay, so... I was planning to do a little bit of a review on this game, but after I've played more of it, and now that I have played more of it, and I am starting to see the cracks, this is very annoying. So we're just going to wait until this ticks all the way up to 100, I guess, because we actually cannot. We can't occupy any of the Hanseatic League's... Like, I don't even know how we do anything about it. It's really strange. Well, may as well get our cabinets underway. Like, there's no laws. Maybe there should be something here. There used to be, you know, make us a bad partner in our relationship, but that's not even... It didn't even do anything. It's been rough. It's been rough is all I'll say. Anyway, let's just wait for this to tick up, I guess. I guess we're here for 100 months, 95 more months. Which is like years and years and years, which is unbelievable to me right now. Confusion caused by the conflict. I would love to engage more. So yeah, the cracks in the game are starting to open up a little bit. I've also noticed a lot of other unfinished areas. Like, the base of the game is good. I can foresee this game becoming really good a couple of DLCs in. But at the same time, the base game shouldn't have been released this incomplete. Although it's still not too bad, but like, I don't know. This seems to be an oversight. Yes, it's a very complicated game and oversights can happen, but I feel like it shouldn't happen. Anyway, we're going to wait for 92 more months. I don't care, man. Like, I can't even do anything. And it'll be hilarious if it turns out that they somehow get an alliance going and end up occupying us or something. What is this? The confusion caused by the conflict with Rhoda has severely impacted the stability of our city. Like, this is the 5th time we've gotten this event. I'm tired of it. Is this just going to keep coming up? So yeah, the bones are good, but we need a lot more meat on these bones. Because right now, there's barely any meat whatsoever. 9%. Alright, I guess we'll come back when something happens. So we're just playing the game regularly and building gunsmiths. I'm just going to keep my army parked here. We're not accumulating any war exhaustion, which is also kind of funny. We're at 0, so basically we're stuck here for another 8 or 9 years. The war started in 1396. We're in 1398. So this will be very fun, and I just keep clicking on these. Yeah, I don't care. I just keep clicking on these events as they come up. Have a war without any ongoing conflict for 2 years. You can't see that, but I just got an achievement. It's still kind of soured me from the game, I will admit. It just feels like an oversight that shouldn't. We may get our war goal automatically enforced in the following wars. When 545 days have passed with no contest over the war goal and it's fully controlled, Ulm may get their independence in an enforced peace. If it turns out that I don't get it, I will lose my shit. Alright? I'm definitely going to lose my shit. Like, it's not even... And I've checked all my laws and all my probable situations, and I've checked everything I could, and there's no way for me to declare my independence, so... I apologize if I'm coming off as a little sour. It really has kind of put me off the game. Like, this is such an obvious oversight. Also, if we're playing as the Hanseatic League, isn't that extremely broken? Although I guess you just build buildings in other countries, which it's weird. While I was searching for solutions to this, I also noticed that the main complaint was people trying to play as Hansa and realizing that they can't invite anyone to the league, which also seems like it just feels undercooked. If this is purposefully done this way just so they can sell a DLC for the Hanseatic League later on, that's not cool, but I doubt they would do that. Also, we seem to be stuck at 25%. Is this the maximum? This may be the maximum. There is nothing I can do right now to further this war goal. It is unbelievable that this is even a thing. It's almost like I would have preferred them to have allies so we could push this further. Like, another suggestion I saw was you give land to the Hanseatic League, you sell them land, or give them land, and then you siege that land. And it's like, it's just workarounds, but no solid solutions to our problem. What the hell's this? We lose prestige? I mean, I don't have prestige. So I guess we're just gonna wait for this to tick. But at the same time, something that worries me is this X. What does this mean? And it is fully controlled. There is nothing to control. I can't occupy, I can't blockade. We've got nothing to blockade them with. Alright. So, we got a white piece. Which is unbelievable. Am I independent? At least let me be independent. I don't know if I'm independent. I swear to God, if I'm not independent, I will lose my shit. Please let me be independent. I think I'm independent. Alright, well, at least we're independent. So... let's just check. If I were to declare war on you... Alright, we must select a war goal. Alright, well... that's that. The Hansa is clearly unfinished. They need to work on it. To all of you who are watching this, all 5 of you who will be watching this, don't get involved with the Hansa. I know the Spiffing Brit did a video on it, but don't believe him. Alright? There's no point to playing Hansa. Something tells me it's a future DLC. And they'll flesh it out there. Well, at least we're independent. So, that's something, I guess. Alright, we're just going to continue playing then. Try and get some lands going. Speaking of land, where is my parliament? Okay, we're going to get my parliament in a year or so. And we'll try this thing that I mentioned. We'll try occupying them. Anyway, let's carry on. In any case, though, we have built some form of war tradition. I guess our army tradition has gone up a little. I'm not even sure. Well, we didn't actually fight, so I'm not sure if it did. But we are independent, it seems. Alright. Let's build up some extra diplomats, and then we'll look into taking over. I mean, I guess we want Helfenstein. They've got sturdy grains, and then we can take a look at Dillingen, maybe. Also, spamming the same event for this situation, it also seems like they need to cook the Western Schism events. Anti-clericalism. The clergy have gained a reputation for greed and indolence amongst our people in several prominent cities. In protest against a particularly egregious misuse of the priesthood's authority, pious commoners and burghers alike are now withholding their tithes. The clergy are furious and demand that we fine the burghers whom they perceive as spearheading this movement. I don't give a shit. I'm still salty from... like, I had a really good outlook on the game, but like I said, you see the cracks every now and then. Some of the other cracks are with the ideas. They're great, but some of them just kind of don't make sense in a way. Like some of these ideas are just blatantly powerful in one direction, whereas like in the previous games, you could choose ideas that suit your civilization more, but it doesn't seem to be the case so far. But this is another instance of a freshly released Paradox game, right? Eventually they'll get it right. Just hope it doesn't take 4 years like it took CK3 to become good. Even with Europa Universalis 4, if I recall, it took like 2 or 3 DLCs before it actually got off the ground. The Wessler family? Wessler was a German merchant and banking family from Nuremberg and Augsburg that claimed descent from the Byzantine general Belisarius. They provided a lot of the banking services to the growth of the Habsburg Empire, making them extremely wealthy. By the age of discovery, they had trading posts in Antwerp, Madrid, Lisbon, Rome, Lyon, and many others. This might benefit us. Those are now open for business in Nuremberg. Okay. Execute troublemakers. Burghers are extremely overrepresented anyway. So what happens with Nuremberg? Like, what can I do something with them now? Let's just kill this guy. I don't want any heresy. I can't deal with the church as well right now. Hang on. There doesn't seem to be much. So yeah, that event, what does that mean? What does it... How can I interact with the family? I will be offering an alliance. I think that's appropriate. Alright. It's fine. Regain our focus. Everything is fine. We've got a lot of money. Focus on the money. You know what? Let's build a building or two. Get our spirits up. Maybe build a brand new building. Actually, don't build a brand new building. None of these seem like they would be profitable. As profitable as just building more and more levels to my gunsmith. And you know what? We're going to be the primary gunsmiths of Europe. That's going to be our goal. I was going to say, I'm going to pause until we get the Parliament event, but we just did. Alright, let's do this. So, support a mercantile cabinet, yes. Politicians are support a mercantile cabinet. And now the debate is at 59%. So what we're going to do is, we're going to say, hey, can you please give me a casus belli on, actually, it's easier to take. You've got, oh, interesting. And Helfenstein, who are you friends with? Helfenstein is friends with a couple of other countries. They're friends with Constans, they're friends with Dillingen. Bellingen. Which one of these has a higher tax base? Let's decide on that first. 0.63, 1.79. This is the obvious choice. So this is where we're going to fabricate ourselves a casus belli. Alright, that's good. Now this vote is not going to pass unless I pass some reforms. We lose Republican tradition, but we change societal values towards humanist. Yeah, I can do that. Who's unhappy? The patricians. Meh. Who cares? Demand for a new monastery. It will cost 13.97. Yeah, I can do that. Alright, looks like we're passing it. This is great stuff. And now, I believe, I can declare war. No one's going to come to help us, but they don't have to. And we're going to take a stability hit of just 20. I'm okay with that. And hopefully we can just smash them very quickly. Back to back. Let's bring our, there we go. Let's get our army out. We should be fine here. We battered Dillingen around a bit. They're used to having their butt kicked by us. Who's our best general? Filbert again. Filbert did great work in our battle for independence, which really didn't do much. Because we never actually had any battles. So there was that. We have now reached... Okay, we can build artillery now. Although, I'm guessing it's going to take some time. Where's the other region? Oh, over here. Okay. I can't speed it up. Let's just speed it up very quickly. Alright, stop. Let's take Helfenstein. By the way, I don't seem to be accumulating any war exhaustion either. I'm not sure why. Because I'm kind-hearted for some reason. It would be cool if I could take Helfenstein as well. But we'll do that next time. Alright, and finally, we go and take out whatever this is. Oh. Yep. Okay, we're fighting them. That's good. Yeah, this should be fine. They got destroyed. Let's go take over their tiny little country as well. It's like we're gonna follow them and fight them. No, I don't need to summon more men. I was gonna say more brothers because I've been playing Battle Brothers a lot lately. Alright, finish off the stack. No, the stack isn't finished, but we're going to finish the siege. Finish off the siege really quickly, please. I appreciate it. Alright, stop. 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 Give me my, Oh shit, I can take both of these? I'm not going to take the other one. Now the thing is, we can take it directly. And it'll be fine, but I could also just make them my vassals and then diplomatically annex them, which would probably be better for us, antagonism-wise. Yeah, they're going to be very upset. So what if I... Yeah, right, so here's what we're going to do. Helfenstein becomes a vassal. They become a vassal. They become a vassal. And we also humiliate them for some reason. I'm not going to execute the rulers. So we're only getting... Homer suffer a base antagonism of only 6. What was it previously? If I just take them outright? Oh, it's just 8. It doesn't matter. I guess we'll just take them then, straight up. What about if I do this? It's 13. Yeah, we don't want this. This is too far away. It's too awkward. Although, what if I make you my vassal? Then I get 10. I don't need you to be a vassal. It's fine. Let's just grab as much money as we can get. $89. We can still do something, I guess. And we'll just... Now, the Holy Roman Emperor might be very angry at me. That is a possibility. Okay, you're not developing Ulm anymore. You are integrating... You're integrating them. And you, my friend, are integrating Ulm. And And you are being disbanded. Got some starving provinces, but that's fine. And suddenly we are in business. Ulm is now nothing to be trifled with. Look at us. This also probably means that we can go for some alliances that don't suck. Alright, I like the game again now. There's still lots of problems, alright? There's still a lot of problems, but it's better. I really hope to see what this game will become eventually with time. But hey, buildings are missing employees. That'll fill up, don't worry about it. Alright, that's good. So next time I see you guys, hopefully we will have integrated everything and there won't be any wars declared against us, but there shouldn't be. We should be fine. Alright, we finished integrating Dillingen, but we're almost done with Ulm, which gives us room. Let's bring the speed down a little bit. Bring the speed down, please. Okay, there we go. It's considered a part of our patrimony. That's exactly what we wanted. And stability investment would be nice, but why not increase province control at least in Ulm? It'll be good if we do it in Ulm. Let's finish integrating Ulm. You will be done pretty soon. Okay. And then we built a couple of market villages, and we're building a forest village as well. Give them a little bit of production here. Diplomatic insult. Who? Count Reinhold of Württemberg. I'll ease tension. I don't want to. We can get back our Republican tradition. It's fine. I'm not sure why Ulm's integration, we're at 100% and why it's not completely done. I guess it does say 1st of March, so we'll see. We'll see if that is indeed what happens. Alright, that is indeed what has happened. We now have researched armory. Alright. We've done that. And now we can work on other things. Such as stabilizing our country. That would be pretty good. Yeah, let's get our stability way up. And then when we have more money, we're going to build roads. And that should be pretty good, I think. Let's see. Ulm to Dillingen. There is already a road. What about here? 48. We'll get that in a couple of months. I can also build a road to Welsheim for the future, I guess. But first we need to build... We need to build one here first. Let's wait until we've got almost 50, and then we can work on that. I've also checked my antagonism. Where's the antagonism? Antag. So we've got a couple of other countries that hate us, but it was a lot higher. The Kitschberger, they're not too happy, but this was at 12. Now we're just under 9, so in a few years this should be cleared up. And we're going to take it slow. We're not in a rush. We're not trying to dominate the entire map. We just want to get there slowly. How good is our army? Now we've got 1,000 men. That's pretty damn good. Plus we can recruit 158 of those, so we can have about 1,200 men. We are very good with Austria. That makes me happy. Does that mean we can do something with Austria? Just a defensive league, eh? We still need to be stronger to become their ally. And that's fine. Why not pick up another ally? Who wants to be my buddy? Does anybody want to be my friend? Anybody want to be my friend? Ansbach does not like me. That is fine. Holland is too far away. Basel? Basel? I mean, getting on the good side of various Swiss factions would probably be good. Border distance, base. Maybe we can ally Argau. They are kind of close to us. Look at our country, though. Look at us. It is weird that we're also white, but color-wise. So it's hard to distinguish us from Austria, but it's fine. I'm just not sure why my rating is so low. I guess my stability sucks. Population scaled by control. Yeah, we need to... So our immediate priority is to establish more control. We can do that by building roads. Alright. Let's carry on. Got our forest village coming along just fine. Let's check how bad our control is, how much it's going to rise with our new road. But yeah, we're gonna need... I guess we are increasing control in Ulm as we speak. And we'll get events and technologies that allow us to get there quicker. With time. Bravo Road to Helfenstein. So what are we going to do? We're going to go from 29 to what? Burgers gain estate satisfaction? Sure. And apart from building more buildings for control, there's not much I can do now. Our road's almost done. This is exciting. 32. I'll take it. When I press number 3, this pops up. Oh, because it's telling me what the buttons for it are here. Alright. That's fine, I guess. And control is going up over time, and maximum control is 87. That's actually really good. What about here? 86 here as well. I mean, yeah, eventually we're going to get there. So we're just going to chill for a few months, a few years. Consolidate our power, and then we're going to pick up Ottingen, which is a city with no forts, so it should fall easily. And we will have 2 cities in our mighty republic, because we're not a kingdom, we're a republic. And then we're going to have to start fighting some of the bigger bros. Which might be a little... put us in interesting positions. How good are you? You've got 2,000 units. A diplomatic status allows... Why won't you allow me to be friends with you? What is your diplomatic status? Argau. We've even got the same flag. What's your deal? He's an archduke. He's a von Habsburg. Offer alliance. I wish you told me why I can't. Oh, because it's a fiefdom. Oh. That makes a lot of sense. Now, Württemberg is going to become increasingly antagonistic with us. So we need to see who their enemies are. Ansbach and Strasbourg. Where's Strasbourg? Strasbourg is tiny, isn't it? Mercenaries flocking to the standard. Sure, not that I can pay for mercenaries at the moment. Strasbourg seems to be very tiny. Why is that? Why are you rivals with them if they're so tiny? That probably means they're not that tiny. It's a Bisphoric? Yeah, they're tiny. They do have decent allies, though. So yeah, we are going to have to maneuver a little better. I guess we can get Urbach as well. There's a town here. So if the mighty Ulm were to be this fine batch of territories, it would be amazing for us. How good is Württemberg? 5,000, that's a lot. That's actually a little disturbing. So we could possibly go for a defensive alliance with Austria. That would probably help us out. Although that means that when eventually the Bavarias declare on Austria, we're in serious trouble. But Austria, the biggest... Well, how's Bohemia? Would you form a defensive league with me? You would not. Why wouldn't you? We would be too far away. Understandable. That's a worry for another time. Sweden seems to be growing. I don't think Sweden was this big at the start of the game. The 100 Years' War is... Well, it's not over, but it's not looking good for England. Scotland's almost done. So I've also heard that the AI doesn't really form countries. Like, Castile and Aragon won't actually form Spain. We'll see if that's true. That could be part of the unfinished polish that we were talking about earlier. In any case, though, I think this is the 1st of May, 1404. We've come a long way. I think this is a good place to end this recording. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate it for all of those who've made it this far. Thanks for sticking by. I appreciate it. Despite all the negativity, I still think this game is in good shape. Just needs a little bit more work. I feel like if this came out 6 months later, it would be a lot more polished, but it doesn't matter. We'll observe it as it goes along. So, here's to hoping everything works out. Why am I not making as much money anymore? Expenses... I guess I'm not getting that much income from my taxation. All of this is... What? Wait, what? What is this? Hang on. It's a policy of the purchase of indulgence law. Monthly religious influence. I see. So I'm paying... So I'm getting money from the Catholic Church, which is fine, I guess. Yeah, we're not taxing the patricians at all, for some reason. I do trust the computer to sort this out. Why wouldn't you tax? I guess they're just not happy, and they don't want to risk, the computer doesn't want to risk it. Probably the problem there. The burgers are already being taxed at the maximum, it seems. Alright. Enough yapping. I'll see you guys in the next one. Please let me know if you want to see this continue. If you want to see any suggestions on what you want me to do. I'd still want to take it slow and sort of roleplay bumbling through the Middle Ages, but I will listen to any suggestions. So yeah, let me know. And thanks for watching again. Goodbye.